Think of obesity or fatness and tell me which country do you think of? Well, naturally, the United States, right? Because it somehow still retains the title of being the world's heaviest country with the maximum instances of obesity. But you know what's messed up? India might soon take that spot from the US and literally become the heaviest country in the world if we do not change our ways. For starters, we are already in the top 3 alongside the US and China as the third heaviest country in the world if we look at the instances of obesity. There was a study which showed that nearly 70% of India's population was either overweight or obese. The obesity rate for women in India in 1990s, it was just 1.2%, but now it has grown to a staggering 9.8%, a jump of almost 8x. Similarly, if you look at the obesity rate for men back in the 1990s, it was just 0.5% and it jumped 11 times to a whopping 5.4% in 2022. Carries with it a heightened risk of liver disease, heart disease, diabetes and cardiac arrest.
Junk food. 3 decades, obesity has surged and it's set to get worse. That's been accompanied by a rise in cardiovascular disease and diabetes. The economic costs are enormous. Premature deaths, healthcare costs, and productivity losses resulting from an overweight population are estimated to top $129 billion by 2035, almost 2% of its GDP.
It's a double burden of malnutrition now. Malnutrition means under and over. Now we are seeing a lot of overnutrition as well.
Whenever we go to a party, suppose a birthday party of one friend, there'll be various junk food items such as pasta, chips, burger, pizza. They taste very delicious.
Marketing of processed and ultra-processed food has picked up. That has actually influenced a lot of dietary habits. One of the major input here is unhealthy diet composing of ultra-processed foods, high in sugar, high in saturated fat, or high in salt or sodium.
Sugary beverages grew from $6.2 billion in 2009 to $32 billion in 2022. India's new food economy has created a public health conundrum, with the packaged food and beverages industry increasingly affecting the diets of 1.4 billion Indians. Until now, India has mostly relied on the companies themselves self-regulating how they convey the nutritional value of their products. The results, some argue, are misleading.
If you see the front of the pack, you will see that they claim that it's like 50% of vitamin D, rich in vitamin C, no added preservatives, and it says very brightly 20% protein. But if you look at the back of the label, you find the 46% of it is sugar. More than 13 grams of sugar, stabilizer, colors and flavors.
For example, a pack of cookies may have a very high amount of sugar.
If you are telling people that it is high in protein, you very well tell it is high in sugar and high in fat also. The only point that this food is either healthy or less healthy. It doesn't tell people that it is unhealthy.